Okay, so the treatment options are cognitive behavioral therapy. This approach is most effective because it offers a structured and evidence-based approach to treating OCD symptoms. It would involve identifying and challenging Leonard's irrational behaviors and changing his compulsive behaviors. So basically, CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, the approach is basically to challenge his irrational behaviors and change his compulsive disorder. It's backed by evidence, so we know it works against OCD. And then memory rehabilitation. This approach would focus on training Leonard's brains to improve his abilities to form new memories using techniques such as spaced retrieval and external aids. So basically, what that means is it's going to try to use external technology to try and jolt his memory so that he is able to form new ideas and or not new ideas. He's able to form new memories and keep them, basically. He is able to keep his memories and he wouldn't have short-term memory loss. And then the spaced retrieval technique is basically a technique that is used to also help with memory loss. And then support groups. This approach would involve connecting Leonard with others who have experienced similar trauma and can offer emotional support and understanding. So basically, he would be grouped up with other people with amnesia, and they would all talk, and they would be able to support each other, and they would be able to help each other when it comes to having amnesia, the difficulties that come with it, and how to better improve upon this disability, so he would have companions and he wouldn't be so alone anymore, and he would have the ability to, hopefully with external aids, form new memories, and that would help significantly with his disability. And through the support groups, that would also help him rebuild trust in others. So, if he's able to make new friends, is able to trust people more, that might help with his trust issues, which might help with his OCD and his amnesia. Because he is so lonely and so untrusting of others, this has basically created an isolated vacuum where he's unable to get any help from anyone else besides himself, and that makes him feel like he's got to do everything himself, including finding the murderer of his wife instead of just letting it in the police hands, because he has no recollection of ever telling it to the police. He just looks down, he's got a tattoo that says, your wife was murdered, you gotta avenge her, basically. And then he uses the clues on the tattoos to help. So, yeah, CBT would help out a lot, along with the memory rehabilitation therapy and the support groups. And then finally, we just got the sources. So the National Institute of Mental Health. I'm recording something. National Institution of Mental Health would help with his obsessive compulsive disorder. Into I don't even know how to pronounce that. The Brown longitudinal obsessive compulsive study, clinical features and symptoms of the sample at intake. So that is also a source for OCD. And then the impulsivity and risk taking in bipolar disorder and schizophrenia. So that's the risk taking behavior. And then finally, the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders edition, Journey of American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychology, Psychiatry. Yeah, that's basically it.